Hi, this is a read aloud of a book called Young Water Protectors by Aslan Tudor, who wrote this in 2016 when he was 10 years old. All right, a little about the author. Thank you to the Standing Rock Sioux tribe for the camp and the resistance to the pipeline. Thank you to my mom for helping me write this book. Thank you to everyone who helps fight pipelines for Native rights. Aslan Tudor is 10 years old. He is a citizen of the Lipan Apache tribe of Texas. He and his family live in Indianapolis, Indiana, and are moving home to Texas soon. Aslan has traditional hair, which for boys is long. He is a grass dancer and a drummer. He wants to be an actor to help represent Native people well in films. He acts in local stage plays currently. A water protector is someone who protects the water from getting polluted. Companies are polluting the water by building things like oil pipelines under or near waterways. This picture is taken in Cannonball River, North Dakota. As Native Americans, we want to protect the earth and water from getting polluted and harmed because these are sacred lands and waters to us. We want to keep our homelands from getting harmed. The Standing Rock Sioux tribe is a native nation of Dakota and Lakota peoples. Their reservation is located in North and South Dakota. Their land used to be much bigger because of the Treaty of Fort Laramie, an agreement made a long time ago. People a long time ago did not respect that and took the land without permission, so that the reservation became much smaller. The land is called unceded treaty territory because the Lakota people did not give up the land. Look at the size difference from this picture in South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, and Nebraska to this next picture. A company was trying to build an oil pipeline under the Missouri River, which is Standing Rock's drinking water supply. The pipeline is called the Dakota Access Pipeline. The land and water where the pipeline was being built is their treaty land. When pipelines are built, they end up leaking and polluting the land and water. If the Dakota Access Pipeline were to leak, it would make the water for the Standing Rock Sioux tribe undrinkable. In Lakota, Mani Wikoni means water is life. Youth from Standing Rock started a water protectors camp to protect their water. It was called Sacred Stone Camp. They asked people to come and join them to help them protect their water. A lot of people came to help, and a new camp started. It was called Oseti Sakowin Camp. I went to North Dakota to the Oseti Sakowin Camp in August 2016. I was 8 years old. I went with my mom, my little sister, and some friends. Every day we went to the gates where they were building the pipeline. The morning started with traditional Lakota prayers. Each day we were trying to stop them from building the pipeline. The kids there helped protests and also played together. We sang traditional songs with everyone. People painted messages of resistance and posted flags from their native nations. Every day, warriors on horses rode through camp and led everyone on a march up to the pipeline construction site. They painted their horses and faces with traditional designs. One of them told me I have warrior hair because I keep it long. In camp, we slept in a tent. Others slept in teepees, buses, and RVs. We ate food together, and at night we had big fires and met Native Americans from all over. People sang round dance songs at night. Camp started small, and there were only other Native Americans there. Then camp grew rapidly. After we left, camp grew to be around 10,000 people, and it became one of the largest cities in North Dakota. They built a traditional Lakota school, several kitchens, a general store, a medical camp compound, and many other things. We came back in October 2016. Camp was huge when we got there. There were around 5,000 people. There were a lot of teepees and tents. It was much bigger than in August. There were Native people and non Native people there this time. I went to the traditional Lakota school that was in camp. It was called the Defenders of Water School. I learned about a type of corn made by the Pueblo peoples. We sang Lakota songs. They had a library in the school. I read books by Native authors. My mom worked in the medical tent in camp. She is an EMT. We got to stay in a teepee with a friend. It was warm inside because there was a fire. It was pretty cold outside, so it felt nice to sleep in the teepee. The pipeline was still being built. People from camp went to different construction sites each day. It wasn't too safe for kids out there, so we stayed in camp. Between August 2016 and February 2017, tens of thousands of people passed through this camp. People came from every continent of the world, including celebrities, politicians, and tribal representatives from over 500 Native nations. It was the largest Native gathering in history and the largest unity between different Native nations we have ever had. The pipeline was delayed, but finished in the summer of 2017. The Standing Rock Sioux tribe is still fighting it in court. Mini-Wiconi, water is life. All right. So now I'm going to ask you to either continue some research on your own about the Dakota pipeline and what it is like now, or you can look into another Indigenous people current event and see what some Indigenous groups are experiencing right now. Thank you so much.